Welcome back. In this video we will explain the meaning of Gobekli Tepe. My name is Hugh Evans. I'm author of Origin of the Zodiac. Thanks for joining us today, so let's get straight on into it. So here we have Wikipedia's definition of what Gobekli Tepe means. It says that it's Turkish and means Potbellied Hill. The site is known as Mirazan in Kurdish. It is a Neolithic, that's the New Stone Age, archaeological site near the city of Sanliurfa, ancient Edessa, which is in southeast Turkey. The site is dated between 9,500 and 8,000 before current era, meaning it is up to 11,500 years old. And the site comprises a number of large circular structures supported by massive stone T-shaped pillars, the world's oldest known megaliths. So let's have a quick look to refresh ourselves as to where Gobekli Tepe is. So here we see Europe, Africa, and this is Turkey, present-day Turkey, ancient Anatolia. This is the site as it was being excavated by archaeologists. We can zoom in a bit further, and that's where Turkey is. And Gobekli Tepe is in the southeastern sort of corner of Turkey. And now we can see some of these circular enclosures after they have been excavated, and now they are protected by a dome from the elements. And here is Gobekli Tepe. This is the city of Haran, and this is the plain of Haran, and there are a number of other hills around the plain of Haran, all with Tepe as their name, in their name. And this is the famous pillar 43 from Enclosure D, and it's famous because it has these signs carved into the pillar, very intricately done. So let's have a look at what Wiki says. Gobekli Tepe is the Potbellied Hill. So I had a very quick look at Google Translate, and Gobek means belly, but it also means heart or core, navel and center. And I think these are much more accurate descriptions of the site and a lot more complimentary than just calling it a pot belly. I think that doesn't really tell us a lot about the site, but if it is a center, a core or a navel, like one of the navels of the planet Earth, that is far more descriptive and far more important to know about this site. And I went along to my local Kurdish restaurant, and they do wonderful food, and I asked them, what does Gire Mirazan mean? And without a moment's hesitation they said it's something to do with the morning. There are several different Kurdish dialects, but they thought that that was what it was, and Mirazan means miracle. So we have this, perhaps this illusion of the dawning sun. So let's look at Tepe first, and I'm identifying two components to this world, Tepe. So using our Welsh dictionaries, Welsh being the living remnant of ancient British, perhaps a glimpse back into the antediluvian world when Gobekli Tepe was inhabited 11,500 years ago. So Tep is a projecting rock, ledge or shelf. Tepin, that's the un suffix, creates a small thing. So we can see from two dictionaries here, it is a rock, ledge or step or shelf. And Pe, as the second component of the word, creates an agent that the first part is doing. What is causative? Like a cleaning agent helps you clean. So this projecting rock or ledge is doing something. It has a function. Projecting rock, that is agent, does something, is what tepe means. So let's look at Gobekli. In the Welsh language, this last component would be spelt chli, chli, or chli. The U sounds like an I in Welsh. So let's look at what that means. Cob is a mound, and the root ko is rotundity or roundness. As before, be is a mutation of pe, and it creates an agent, something that causes something else. So we have a mound, a round mound that is doing something. And chle, chli, chli are all words connected with light, the sun. Chlu, chliw is the moon. Chli, chlin is the moon also. Dith chlin is Monday. And chli as an individual word means flux or stream. So those that would be above us in the celestial heavens would be the Milky Way, or the planets moving around the signs of the Zodiac. So Gobekli is a circular mound which does something, perhaps monitors the sun, the moon and the stars. I think that is a much better explanation of Gobekli Tepe than a pot belly. So let's have a quick look at the Kurdish meaning as well. So in Welsh that would be G-Rhe, and if you saw the video on Alcyone that was uploaded a few days ago, we will know that G is a holdfast, and that would be a point about which things maybe rotate. And Rhe means swift motion. We saw that in the Eye of Horus video, and in the Egyptian god pantheon, Rhe was the sun god. And here we have pillar 43 from Enclosure D. We have a scorpion, and then we have a bird, and we have some handbags, and we will be investigating this in another video. These might be the handbags we see the Anunnaki carrying, and this may be the scorpion of the Zodiac. And I'd like to credit Andrew Collins and Rodney Hale for doing some wonderful work on this pillar and the meaning, and I'm in broad agreement with their research and their results. So coming up soon, if you've already seen the video on Aries, if you're an Arian, the next one in that series is Taurus. So if you're Taurian, please ring the bell and you'll get a notification when your star sign is described and explained. Or if you know someone who is a Taurian or an Arian, then please share, because this information has been lost for thousands of years and I don't want it lost again. So please help share this. We're going to be doing all the planets. The next video in the Ancient Britain series will be an explanation of the name of Stonehenge, the real name of Stonehenge, and what it means. And we have other interesting subjects coming up in the Egypt and the Atlantis series. So thank you for your time today, and I hope to see you again soon.